What's up, everybody? It's your boy CJ back again with another Back to the Future old cartoon review. Today's video is about Rocko's Modern Life. That's of my one of my favorite shows. I love that show. You know what I'm saying? It's about the main characters. You got Rocko, which is like a kangaroo, Heifer, which is he's a big cow. Then you got Filbert, which he's like introduced like around season 2. Like he's in a couple episodes from season 1, but he doesn't fully appear until like season 2, and they've been friends, I guess. But he becomes part of the main cast, I can say, like around season 2, probably late season 1, I'm sure. I have the full combined. No, I have the complete series. So I'm trying to hey. But yeah, now you got other characters like the big kids. You got their son Ralph. Like you got a lot of other characters. You got Dr. Hutchinson, which is Filbert's wife, which they become married. I think again season 3. I want to say. Let me see. It's a lot of other characters. Not really. I mean, you got the dude. He's like death, not death, but he lives in. They call it heck because you can't cuss, can't say hell, in the cartoon show, but he's from heck, and he got like udders on top of his head. Um, and nothing about characters, but if you know the show, you know basically all the characters. But the show is an awesome show. The episodes that I remember, I got a couple of favorite episodes. I got a couple of favorite episodes from that show. Like my favorite episode, one of my favorites is the Halloween episode. It's both of them. When Filbert, the first one, well, that's the first episode from the first episode of the Halloween thing. Is when Filbert he becomes obsessed with candy. His grandma, which lives like she's like a obviously they're all turtles, but she lives like in a tank, like like a bubble when people do, but she's like in a tank, and she never let him have candy. I think she said something about candy is evil, so I forgot. She said something, but he never had candy. And when they went trick or treating, he had the first piece of candy he had. He went on a freaking sugar rush and just attacked everybody. Just ate a whole bunch of candy to the point like he started hallucinating and stuff. Like he's like not like hallucinating, but like a scary way. You know what I'm saying? But hallucinations are not all of them are bad, but it's just basically just when he went on, she just went freaking sugar rush and just kept eating a whole bunch of candy over just every single candy. So even they found him chomping on a freaking grave tombstone, which he thought was I think like a candy corn or something like that. They encountered a ghost while they were like in the cemetery because they were trying to get Filbert out of there because he was in like an area where they'll see there's a ghost. He hops on one leg and got his foot in his hand, and then at the end, um I think at the end I think they I don't know, I think something I know what happened at the end, but I'm talking about what led to that. I think no, it was like it was like they were watching pictures from their last Halloween because that's what happened. Like that was like their last Halloween. Then they was at home. It was like the next Halloween, and they was all I think Filbert's place. No, they went over Filbert went they went over to Rocco's place, and they were looking at the pictures, and it was like the ghost was there too with them. And then like before they all left, they all looked at the picture and they'll say, "Hey guys, who took the picture?" And that was like, what the? It was kind of like that WTF moment. Like who took the picture? Like, it's all four. It's all of them posed. The ghost was posed. It was in the picture. The ghost, all three of them was in the picture. But when Filbert said who took the picture, everybody was like, what I'm saying? Like, who knows? And then the next Halloween episode is when Rocko, he was like that eavesdropping neighbor that he thought that Mrs. Big Head killed Mr. Big Head, but what really happened was Mr. Big Head had a wart on his butt, and he had to go get it removed. But it's like every little thing like throughout that episode, he kept thinking like, is he dead? You know what I'm saying? Like it was one part, Mrs. Big Head was making a sculpture, and then Rocko was looking. It was like night. He was looking out his window. And he thought she was cutting him, and then he fell. And then she said, "Oh, it's gonna be a lot." She said, "It's basically she had said, oops, look what the mess I made. Well, I clean up again in the morning." Rocko thought, "Oh man, she done killed him, and she's gonna clean it, and she's gonna leave him down though." And then he had that same night, I believe he went. I think it was that same night or the next day. He had went. Oh no, Spunky had went under that fence and went into their yard. Rocko chased him, and then it was like this. It was lightning and raining, and it was like this little bush that she was cutting, and it when she read it, it seemed like it read, I think, kill Mr. Big Head, something like that. And then Rocko ended up went into their house, which that's when it got kind of scary a little bit, cause like as you can hear Mr. Big Head's voice kind of echoing as he walk up and looking up, like they walk up the stairs, you got the pictures and stuff, and you can hear it echoing. It's like, oh man, it's just like kind of freaky a little bit, kind of scary a little bit. And then Rocko went into their room, and he thought Mr. Big Head was like laying there dead, but when he pulled the covers back, it was just a whole bunch of tools that was it was inconveniently um placed like his body. And then he had to get, and then Mrs. Big Head came home. He rushed down to the basement, and he was attacked by their dog, their vicious dog, which the dog hated Mr. Big Head but loved Mrs. Big Head. Then Mrs. Big Head ended up explaining everything, explaining what really happened. She even had a freaking shovel that's like the shape of Mr. Big Head. I'm like, cause she had dug the hole, and so Rocko thought that the hole was for Mr. Big Head's body, but it really was for the sculpture that she was like a meat sculpture, I think, that she threw down the. That was a crazy. When I was a little kid, I guess I was scared, but Then you got Filbert. He's like more of a like, I can't really explain his character like, but it's like I know it's like one thing. He always said like, I'm nauseous, I'm nauseous, I'm nauseous. That's his character is really funny. I remember he was in the well, Rocko, he got fired from his first comic book job, but he went to another one, and then Filbert was in there talking about he was talking about like when you turn it when you he was saying that the stuff on the comic books always come off, the stuff from the comic book, like the ink, always come off your hands. So when you turn the page, you gotta wash your hands. Turn the page, wash your hands. You turn the page, you wash your hands, and then you turn the page, and then you gotta wash your hands. That was pretty funny. Um, Another one of my favorite episodes is when Filbert and Dr. Hutchins had a baby. Well, it was like an egg, and the whole episode, like Filbert had to watch out for the egg, but he needed somebody to sit. He had need someone with a big butt, a warm butt, to sit on the egg, so he had Helfer do it. The egg was stuck in between Helfer's butt cheeks. Like when he got up, the egg would be stuck right there. And they had went into the clothing store to pick up some little baby clothes. I like, and here's a little funny joke Rocko did. Rocko was like he was in the cradle. He was like in the cradle, not a cradle. He was in the little. It was a cradle, little baby little thing. He stuck his feet on, like he stuck both his feet on. He said, "Hey guys, look." He said, "Hey guys, look, I'm in jail." And then Filbert and Helfer looked down like, that is not funny. And really, the whole episode, it was just the whole funny because they had, the egg, everybody's eggs were being stolen by Easter rabbits, and they had to get them back. And at the end, they was in jail. Filbert mocked Rocko by saying, "Hey guys, I'm in jail." Because they was actually in jail, but he didn't stick his feet up. That was pretty funny about mocking him. And then when the egg hatched, it was like two Filberts, a Dr. Hutchinson, and then it was a Helfer. There was a lot of people speculating, was saying that she cheated on him, but it was because Helfer sat on the egg. So I guess it's kind of like it gave him a baby. Well, the baby was born. Kind of crazy though. Um, let's see the Halloween episode. That episode, another episode I like was with Birdie. It was no Turdy. which Filbert had Rocko and he had Rocko Filbert, not Filbert, Helfer watch his bird, and then Rocko on the bird he was being very mischief. He kept on leaving the house, like, and I don't know how it happened. He just leaves, and then this monkey dude comes back and be like, "Keep your bird away from my monkey." And Filbert, no, Helfer ended up killing the bird by sitting on him. And then at the end, they had like a little burial ground, like in the sky. They had lanterns and like a little cloud. And the monkey dude came back and said, hey, he's like, "Here guys, this is for you." He left the box, and the monkey jumped off of it and was on the box. And when he left, they said, "We'll see what's in the box." It was monkey birds. I'm like, so I guess Turtle was a girl, I guess, and then the monkey was a boy. So Turtle, that's weird. It was monkey birds. um, there was one episode, Helfer, he was like in a cult for people who love sausages, and he ate, and instead he brought pizza. He got tired of eating sausages, and everybody be like, everybody looking at him like, "You don't eat anything else except sausages." So he got in trouble for that. Rocko had to go save him, and that was good. That was a good episode. Um, yeah, right now it's not coming to me because like there's a lot of episodes I do like and remember, but they're mostly for season 3 and season 4. Well, it's most season 3, and then it's like within a couple episodes of season 4. Because there's no favorite episodes I like from season 1 and 2. Let's see, the Halloween episode. Um, yeah, the Christmas episode. It was okay. It was okay. It's like Mr. Big Head was like the Scrooge. Let me think. I can't think of it. Cause I think that's pretty all my favorite episodes. Cause when I see them, I'm like, no, I forgot. Ding Dong Ditch. Um, Helfer and Filbert was like going around ringing people's doorbells, and then they got Rocko. No, Rocko, he didn't join them, but then he ended up well, he joined them, and then he ringed this big hippo lady, and she joined him in with that Joe, and she went crazy with it. She just kept going out, just ringing doorbells. They went to jail, sort of, and then they went to court, and then you had Rocko, no, you had Filbert and Helfer. They confessed that it was them, that they was going around ringing people. They was going around ringing people's doorbells. Another episode now it's come back to me. Episode I just had it. It was something not similar. Yeah, recycle. That the whole song I was just singing. Recycle. It was reserve, and they was singing basically like the whole episode. The whole town was spring cleaning. The whole town. It's really basically then you got this one another episode. I think Mr. Big Head was tired, and so his wife took over, and she had Helfer and Filbert dressed like him. And at the end, they had the other employees thought that they was Mr. Big Head. So they with Helfer and Filbert, they said, "Say wee wee," and they said wee wee, and they copied them. That was pretty funny. Um, you got Rocko went crazy because he sat in his boss seat, so he became his boss, and he was just freaking. He kept Filbert do everything. He kept having Filbert run up the stairs over and over and over and over, doing what he told him to do. Um, well, that's all I can think of. You know what I'm saying? But what you guys comment. Leave a comment, below what you think about the TV show. Click that like button, share, subscribe if you haven't. I'll catch you guys later. Deuces.